I am Red the Cyclone!
Let's remix it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with MercwiththeMic.
What is going on, everybody? And the 1st of February, Storm, which is one of our favorites of the series, and now we gotta find other ways and other sources to download or get it.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's one of those unfortunate things of people of business doing the contracts and then things just run out, deals run out.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. And in today's world of digital services, it's like, you can work out of something a little better than that. Although, Mark, I'm just saying, at this point, with the popularity and the resurgence of Power Rangers, if they had their own like little thing for Power Rangers related media, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's something that Tommy brought up too. Like, what if Hasbro made their own streaming service? And I was like, that could be a possibility because they do own G.I. Joe, they own Transformers, they own, they have the Ghost Buster rights right now. They have My Little Pony. They have a lot of popular like things. For Star Wars, they have the Star Wars contract right now, and things like that. So there's a lot of things they could do in ways of putting a service together, like not really Star Wars wise, but like G.I. Joe, a new G.I. Joe cartoon, or like Transformers or straight Transformers cartoons, which are on Netflix, but they could make their own little stream service for it because they have a lot of catalogs of back history too.
I mean, well, you just said something that made me think about another article I saw just in passing, and I have to ask you one more time, Merc. So when we gonna play Fortnite? Because Snake Eyes.
I saw Snake Eyes.
They got Snake Eyes, man.
It's cross-platform, right? Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
You know what? If we do it like a co-stream kind of thing, I'll play with you.
Okay. So does that? But who gets first dibs on Snake?
You can have Snake Eyes. I'll be Deadpool.
You don't want to be the Mandalorian?
I could be the Mandalorian too.
Because he's there too. Well, Deadpool's there too, but
yeah.
I mean, so that begs the question, Mark. How long is it until the Power Rangers are in Fortnite?
I would not be surprised seeing like the original Power Rangers in there, or at least the Green Ranger.
I would think either Green Ranger or Lord Dragon would be there sooner than later.
I'll say Jason, the Red Ranger, more than the others.
Oh, okay.
Because Jason, if you ever realize with Hasbro, even with Saban, like the Red Ranger was like their guy.
Yeah. Okay.
He was like the focal. He was always the main picture when it says Power Rangers and things like that. It was always the Red Ranger.
So what you're telling me though is that Tommy is the people's champion.
Yeah, Tommy is the one that everyone loves, but Jason is the. Well, Jason has a lot of love too. Just like, but then again, Rocky kind of fucked up that Ranger. So,
how dare you? He wasn't the guy that tried to kill his roommate with a katana. How dare you?
It almost felt like it though.
That's messed up. That's messed up. Steve Cardenas, I'm sorry. We know you didn't try to do that. No.
Steve Cardenas, fan of the show because he always likes our shit and actually follows it. So
listen, but listen. Don't give him shade. We know he didn't try to kill anybody with a katana. Stop.
No, he did not. But he fell on his back by him damn self from a ring and couldn't be a ranger no more because he was clumsy.
Damn. Don't do him dirty,
man. You know what's funny? This is a little story with Tenacious T. Me and Tenacious T, like when we go to, we haven't gone to a con in a long time, but when we go to cons, we always try to find a ranger or a character we hate and give a gift to each other.
And so what? You buy something from them and give it to the other one?
Yeah. So no. So I'll like. I think I started it, and I found a Rocky Fliphead, Blue Ranger,
Oh no.
and I give him as a gift from the con. It was like $1. I bought it for $1 and like the thing. So he returns with Pudgy the Pig, which I actually like. Yeah, he found the Pudgy the Pig, and it had like a butt flap, so he could put stuff inside his butt. Well, his non-existent butt it'll probably be the back of his neck, I guess, because all he is a face and legs. So he did that. I got him. The Turbo Blue Ranger.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you must really like.
I found a mini
like,
figure. So he found, and I think he ended it. So I like the next con, I had to find something, but he got me the Titanium Ranger, which I hate.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar with Titanium Ranger. What's he from?
Lightspeed Rescue. He's the first Americanized Ranger.
Okay, gotcha.
He was the first one that was made in America. Like Lord Zed was made in. He was the first villain made in America.
Okay.
So yeah, he was the first Ranger, and he sucked.
And he sucked. Damn. Was he the one with the big wheel? Is that him, or that's a different guy?
No, that's a different guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, but yes, it's sad to see that all the Power Rangers are leaving Netflix, which made it very consistent, especially with us doing the Morphin Cast. We have a thing, and this is something we've been doing for many years, and something I refuse to do. Like if I have not seen it, I can't review it. I have to have experience in watching it to review something, because it's only right, because you're judging a source. I'm not going to take someone's opinion for it. I'm going to watch it myself and tell you my opinion of it.
True.
So that's just something we've been doing through these casts for the longest time, as we doing on our cast right now, the superhero comic book movies for 2 decades. We going through things that maybe we experienced, maybe we haven't, and we redoing everything, but we watch these movies. It's the same thing with the Power Rangers. We actually go through all 40 episodes of Power Rangers, and then we go all 50 episodes of Super Sentai to compare the two, and actually I think the Super Sentai just makes it more fun, just the fact that it's a series that we never watched, so it's fresh. It's always fresh, and they're so good. Like the Wild Force Sentai, so much better. Like it beats the shit out of Wild Force.
You know the thing that I'm kind of sad about, Merc, for real?
Yeah.
Is the fact that and this is recent, because of the fact that there's a resurgence, like I said, of Power Rangers media.
Yeah.
Is that people, at least in my timeline on social media, are like, damn, Power Rangers still around? But then I hear they're like, oh, it's still cheesy. Yeah. And I just want to shake them by the shoulders and go, you need to watch Super Sentai.
Yeah.
It's a crime that's at this point.
Yeah.
Especially with the popularity of the crossover appeal of Japanese media, specifically the games like Yakuza, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me mad that the companies in charge have not brought over Super Sentai for us to watch officially.
Yeah.
Like that, it's so good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things that bugs me about just in general about Power.
Well, they're doing it little by little. Like they are like Shout Factory has been. Honestly, I'll shout them out every single time, because if without them, we wouldn't have the Super Sentais we have watched so far. So, and they're planning to put more. They're planning to put the old stuff. They're planning to put the newer stuff. It's more about getting contracts and things like that. But they are doing it slowly. But they are doing it. Because we also got the Kamen Rider, we got the Ultraman, we got and we're getting some other random ones too. And then they actually have their own. Toei has their own YouTube channel that they have random shit on there too.
Gotcha.
So we're getting it little by little, but hopefully we'll get them. Because I actually would go back and watch the first Sentai for the experience. Like,
okay,
I'm all for that. So that's something we want to do. Is just again, we just need the access to it. The other thing we're trying to get access to is the movies. So
okay, question. So When you say the first Sentai, you mean the ones that predate even Zoo Ranger?
Yeah, because you remember, Zoo Ranger is 16.
Damn. Right.
Zoo Ranger is 16.
Right.
Wild Force, Guile Ranger is 25.
Yeah.
So I was like, think about the Forever Red episode of Guile Ranger. Well, Guile Ranger for Red was a movie. It wasn't on the show.
Okay.
It was his own movie. It was actually a movie theater movie.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine 25 Red Rangers compared to the 10 that we got.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So there's a lot. So again, there's 14 because we did Jetman. We did review Jetman. So there's 14 seasons we have not reviewed before my Zoo Ranger, and then there's also a shitload after of what they have left, which is Ninja Storm.
Okay. Cool.
So there's still a lot of content. It's just getting our hands on it. We also trying to get our hands on the movies because they're all the seasons have actual movies with them, and some of them are those are usually the crossover episodes is the movies, and sadly no one has access to them. Like Shout Factory don't have any in the movies. To find it on cinema, you cannot find a source for the movies as well. So it's really sad in that sense. Because there's some movies I want to see. Like I want to see Dire Ranger, Zoo Ranger team up. I want to see the Forever Red episode. I want to see Wild Force and Ninja Storm team up. I want to see the Wild Force, Time Force team up. But you only could get those in the movies.
Okay.
So those are the goals to get for the Morphin Cast. But again, we get hopefully we get a source that will pick up all the seasons of Power Rangers and we'll be able to stream it like Hulu. Come on, Hulu, do it. Hulu. I don't see Disney Plus, but like Hulu, Amazon Prime, or one of those two. Like something without commercials. I don't want commercials. So.
Gotcha.
But hopefully, or even Netflix, like okay, we'll give you a new deal. Hopefully,
I mean, listen,
like that.
I hope so, because that news does really suck hearing them say that they're not. Well, today being the official day that they're off the service. Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully, if it's not, I found like Amazon Prime, I could buy a season for like $13. So I may just go and do that if I can't get access to. Because I'd rather not buy the DVDs, and I'd rather just get the digital, because I could just watch it on my phone.
Okay.
So hopefully, I can even see on YouTube if they sell it. So if it's the same price, I'll probably just buy it on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Other than that, like that's like one of the sad news. Super 7's doing the action figures, which I got announced, and they also doing that big ass Thundercat tank, which looks pretty fucking badass.
$450 Thunder tank. Are you in or are you out?
I'm
That's
out.
basically what they're saying. No, I don't mean you,
Yeah.
Rick. I just mean in general. They are calling people out. They are saying, "Are you in or are you out?"
You know what's funny is the fact that I actually, like, honestly, if it was a little cheaper, I think I would have bought it rather than having bought any of the Thundercat figures, because I always used to just love that tank. I thought it was a badass vehicle.
Yeah, me too. Just stick a little Panthro in the driver's seat, play that theme.
Yeah.
That's my jam right there, man. Yep.
Yeah, it looks crazy. It's huge. It's fucking huge. But the figures are pretty dope too, and the fact that the figures are supposed to be able to fit there comfortably and easy, it has a big scale, so that's just gonna be a huge fucking toy.
Yeah. Shout out to them in general, Super 7.
Yeah.
Because like I was telling you, Mark, I follow somebody who does figure photography for specifically for Thundercat Super 7 figures.
Yeah.
And those figures are amazing.
Yeah.
Like I know Super 7 does good work for everything they put their hands on, but I'm just really surprised at how good they look. They look like they're from this cartoon. Like damn.
Yeah. They're very good looking. I saw the Lionel in person. I almost actually bought it, and that one looked pretty fucking badass. They're on their 4th wave, I think, so far. So there's a lot catching
okay.
up. So if you wanted to collect this wave, oh, it's gonna be expensive as hell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because in past casts, I kind of explained on how they do their pre-orders. So like for example, I have the Broskis. I have the Cardona and Myers figures pre-ordered by Super 7, and the way they do it is they give you a window of 3 months to pre-order. After that after that window is done, that's it. You can't pre-order again. You can't buy it because they only make they only make the amount of figures as has been in pre-order.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
So they don't mass produce it. Each figure is bought, pretty much.
Yeah. I see what you mean. It's basically by order. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. So basically, Thundercats have 4 waves. So say for instance, I want to get on the Thundercat, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money.
You're spending a lot of money. True.
Yeah, because you won't find them for retail price. You'll find them for maybe $20 to $100 more. Should jump on that.
Jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, man.
At least to get a Lionel. Yeah.
If I happen to come buy a Lionel and I know you want it, if it's on a good price and then like you can't pass it up, I'll grab it.
All right.
Yeah. So, but I have seen him. I have seen him in person. I've seen him like Forbidden Planet had it for a sec, but them shits
really?
they sell fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They sell fast because they had the Raphael, the turtle one. They had the Raphael there, and when I went back to get it, and it was sold out already. So I was like, damn. And they were selling it case price. They were selling it no, they were selling for $50 instead of $44.99. So that was sad.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, it's just, you know what? Shout out to Super 7 for them doing the damn thing.
Yeah. They announced also Silverhawks. Silverhawks is getting figures.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell you
what? Oh, now, how would you feel, Merc, about the Street Sharks getting some type of love from Super 7?
So, my opinion on the Street Sharks is I hated them.
A lot of people did.
I did not I did not like the Street Sharks. But
I don't hate them, but I was a Turtles guy, and I knew they were bootleg Turtles.
But on how they handled the Turtles like remastered Playmate figures and doing their own thing with that, I could see that being a pretty dope figure.
Okay.
I could see it being a badass looking figure. Is this something I'll buy? No, because I never liked Street Sharks, but it could be dope.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, Street Sharks, they don't get the love. They don't get the love they used to. I never really cared for it. But in that case, I would like to see Biker Mice from Mars too.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
I would as well.
But Silverhawks getting their figure line, they already announced their first 4. They're gonna come out in 4s. So I know the leader is going to be one of the first ones. I think one of the villains, and then I think it's going to be 2 villains, 2 heroes. So I think it's going to be 2 villains, 2 heroes, and that's usually how they do their sets, because even the Turtles is usually 2 villains, 2 heroes.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and the Turtles are on their 4th right now.
Damn.
They haven't came out. Like, the first one and second one came out already, but they have 4 waves pre-orders already.
Wow. Gotcha.
Yes, and those are based on the Playmate toys. They're not based on the cartoon. The NECA ones are based on the cartoon.
And they do they strive for like complete accuracy, or do they like upgrade little things here and there? Because I haven't collected them, so I don't know.
So remember, they don't look. So it's the Playmates look, but they kind of update it, and they have like the superposable stuff and everything like that.
Good stuff.
So they're made to be collected. They're made to be displayed and to be able to do action scenes and things like that. So that's what it's made for.
Okay. Good stuff.
But yeah, they announced Silverhawks. They announced the Power Rangers. I'm interested to see what the Power Rangers do, because I have a feeling seeing that like the weight of what the Turtles is just like a remaster of their original figures, and I wonder if it's that, or if it's just their own line of Power Rangers, and if it's gonna be cartoony or anything like that.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see.
So all right. So this, knowing that this information, right, that they're doing these figures and stuff, is there a series? You said Black and White ones, but like, I mean, a serious like dream series that they have not announced and that they probably won't do, that you think you want specifically them to do?
I would like to see them do Super Sentai.
They haven't. Wow.
I want Dire Ranger.
Okay.
I need Dire Ranger figures, man. So I would like them to do Super Sentai. I think that would be a dope one. I would like to see. What do I like to see? They did Turtles. They're doing Turtles now, so that's one of the, I'm trying to think of like the kids' toys that like that's the toys I used to love to play. You know what I would like to see, just to see them do it. Not, I don't care about the toys, but I had them and I used to have fun with them. But I like nowadays, like I would never watch it. Stone Protectors.
Wow. All right. Damn, you. Whoa. That is a callback. See, okay, now that's a time. That was the time when every cartoon had a figure, a toy line associated with it. Yeah, I remember Stone Protectors, who were like evolution of trolls and stuff.
Yeah, they were trolls.
Yeah, they were trolls, but yeah. I had one. I had the purple dude. The one that was basically Michelangelo. I had him.
Yeah.
Do you remember the creepy crawlers ones?
I'm not like extremely know of the creepy crawlers, but I could see that happening too. Also, like Mummies Alive. I think those were really badass.
Did they ever get a line?
I think they had a toy line. I don't remember it, but I think they actually had toys.
Yeah, I would like a Mummies Alive toy line.
You know what would be dope? King Arthur and Knights of Justice.
Knights of Justice, yeah. I mean, only if every figure came with a little station.
They just added it to Tubi.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's on Tubi now. Yeah.
Oh man, so I gotta go. I gotta go listen to that later. Okay. Yep. Knights of Justice, dude.
Even I didn't really care for the toy line either, but I liked the cartoon, the Double Dragon.
Which one though?
Because
no, they only had. Yeah, never mind. They only had one.
They only had one.
Yeah, well, that cartoon was kind of. You know what? Going back and watching it though, it was kind of fun.
The first season was good.
It was a little bootleg. You know, it had like the animation wasn't the best quality, but it was kind of funny. Yeah, it was kind of funny.
But yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, that one. Like, you know what's funny is like I'm thinking about the Turtles and things like that. And I'm just thinking about like all like the animal heroes and shit, and I just kind of want to see them in the same. Hold
on, Mark. I got one for you. What about the Cowboys and
movies? I knew you were gonna say that. I would actually mind it. I hated the cartoon. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, it was whack.
I hated. I didn't like the cartoon, but I like just to have them scaled with the Turtles. Like if you make toys and they're scaled with the NECA Turtles and things like that, I could make a whole like war of the cartoons. So. That I'm all for that.
Yeah.
So I'm for the Street Sharks. I'm for the Extreme Dinosaurs. I'm for the Biker Mice from Mars and all those the Mighty Ducks and fucking Darkwing Duck and shit like that. So do all that shit. Do a Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
You guys are doing Disney stuff, so.
Oh, they. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They got Disney. They have Disney stuff coming out. The first wave was Fantasia Mickey. It was King John from Robin Hood, the one that sucked his thumb.
Really? Yeah.
It was him. Oh. It was that one. Fuck, I forgot what it was. But Super 7 already came out. It was one of the first waves. I learned it because of the Major pod.
Yo, okay. All right, Mark. Here's one that I want, and it's specifically because we have to watch the movie series later.
Yeah.
I would love Super 7 to do Toxic Crusader.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
But the toy line, the old cartoon.
I think they have the little toys.
Really?
They did the reaction ones. They did those already, so I can see them doing ultimate ones.
But were those for the cartoon series, or were those for strictly the movie?
The ones they did, it was the cartoon series.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually think they are actually doing Toxic Avenger.
Wow. You mean the movie?
No,
They're gonna do
the cartoon.
Oh, they're gonna do the.
They're doing what they're
Oh.
doing with Ninja Turtles and remastering the Playmates versions.
What? Damn, dude.
So
Why you
yeah,
had to tell-
so yeah, the NECA, not yet. Super 7 has Pinocchio, Fantasia Mickey, and King Prince John.
Oh, jeez.
And
Man.
Wave 2 they announced recently. Did they announce Wave 2? I think they announced Wave 2 with Robin Hood in it, so
Okay. All
which
right.
I might have to get that because Robin Hood was one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I have to go back and watch that. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. But yeah. So Super 7's doing those. So they have a lot of licenses and they make the toy. Like I've seen them. I didn't see them in person, but I've seen like the unboxings by Matt Cardona on Major Wrestling Figure Pod. But he did unboxings of the Disney line. He did unboxings of the Turtles and things like that. And there's a lot of cool shit that they have. So I like the boxing they have, which I'm gonna see when I get the Cardona and Myers figure.
Also, I just wanted to shout them out because they have a little product line, right? The Major Bros.
Yeah,
And they have the liner for the case that they showed.
yeah,
And I instantly was like, oh man, Merc should get one of those. But you already got a case dedicated to other stuff.
yeah. I
But-
did see that. Yeah,
I was like, damn man, Merc's probably gonna pick that up.
yeah. I'll like do one section of it, but
'Cause it looks good. It looks good.
like if I get the second display case, what I'll do is because I have a autographed picture of Myers and the Cardona, so I'll put that in the background, and I'll have all their figures and the things I have of theirs there.
Okay.
Because I don't have a lot of their stuff. They come out to way too much shit, and it's hard to catch up. I ain't got money like that. But I did pre-order the Super 7. I pre-ordered 2 of them, actually. I pre-ordered one off of Big Bad Toys and pre-ordered from Super 7.
Okay.
Because Big Bad Toys don't charge you right away.
So they wait till it comes out.
Yeah, once it ships, that's when it charges you.
Gotcha.
And you know something cool about Big Bad Toys is the fact that I just did that with the Yakuza ones because they're not going to charge me until August. Like they come out, but what they'll do is they'll hold it until your other item ships, and that's when they'll charge you.
Good stuff.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. So I got the Yakuza's Majima and Kiryu.
I saw. Yeah.
I needed those.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
They had the little cartoony ones too with the big heads, but they were sold out. of those.
Those are called Ninja I think they are.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese. Like they do the idols and they do certain cartoons
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
They had those, and I kind of wanted the Majima on those, but it was sold out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe
I might have to spring for one of those.
Yeah,
Maybe to cure you.
Yeah, on Big Bad Toys, they still have it up though. You can still buy it.
Okay. Cool.
They're $100.
Yeah. I remember. I saw the price tag of
Yeah.
them. Those are not like prohibitively expensive.
Nah, I'm taking. The thing is also like I'm taking it out. I'm gonna display them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not planning. That's the thing is that I'm not planning to sell my shit. So that's the reason why I have no problem opening them. Like everyone's like, oh, but you're gonna. I'm not selling them.
Let them breathe.
Yeah. Unless I want to, I think there's some things I will sell as to go into another collection that I want to do, but other than that, I pretty much keep what I have. But yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to finish the NECA cartoon turtles.
Okay.
Because the fact that I was able to get my hands on a bunch of them, now I'm like, fuck, I gotta finish this now.
You gotta finish it. Yeah. Gotcha.
And I heard a lot of rumors.
Close?
Huh?
Are you close or are you nowhere near that?
I'm missing maybe 4. No, I'm missing 5 2-packs.
Wow. That's gonna be hard to get though.
And that's
right?
it. The rest I have.
Are those specifically like the 2-packs? Are those like some of the most sought out
No, some of them are just recently came out, so they're
Okay.
they're possible to get. It's just that I refuse to pay $100 for them. I'm paying five.
Mhm.
The max I would go is $70.
Makes
That's my
OG
max.
grind. Gotcha. Cool.
But I got like the crane, I got the shell head, metal head. I have Bebop and Rocksteady. I have the four turtles. I have Shredder and Crane. I have Splinter and Baxter Stockman. So I'm missing Casey and a Foot Soldier. I'm missing April and a Foot Soldier. I'm missing the two Rock dudes.
Okay.
And I'm missing the Triceratops people. There's like two different sets of those.
That was one thing. I'm looking at the big bad toy store now just to see if I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But in looking at this, I was reminded of another thing that I forgot was also very cool was the Star Wars Black series.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man. Now I'm looking at this Boba Fett.
And Sasha's getting a toy.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced her. She's part of the next wave.
Is she up for pre-order?
Probably on Hasbro.
Oh man. All right. Well, see, now I gotta make decision. Cause I'm about to get me a Sasha Banks.
Yeah, let me see what's up. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Cause I'll even pre-order for you and just let me know.
Cause it's like, damn, man. Cause I'm looking at the stuff that I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
Was I forgot recently they mentioned the Ronin Warriors.
Yeah.
Which is an old anime, like, but they look amazing on the site, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But they're $150. I'm not that in love with them, so.
Exactly.
The awesome Evil Dead, which he's 30. I might pick him up. The Ash from Evil Dead 2, not Evil Dead 3. So he doesn't have the chainsaw hand yet.
So she's not up there yet. So
okay,
I'll let you know when.
Okay.
But yeah, she's not up there yet.
They got Dirty Luke.
They have a Fortnite Snake Eyes figure.
Damn, dude, that was fast. They must have been waiting. They had to have been waiting.
Yeah.
To announce the game, him in the game and the figure. Cause damn, that's fast. I also saw Ghostface from Scream was a recent addition.
Yeah.
Are you into any horror icons?
I like movie wise and stuff, yes, but I never I don't really collect anything from them or anything like that.
Gotcha.
I do have like the pops though. I have like Jason and Freddy and the iconic ones like Michael Myers, Chucky.
Yeah. Yo, all right, Mike. We gotta talk about this.
Oh yeah.
We gotta talk about go away from the figure news for a hot second. I know I sent it to you.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
So we can go talk about Chucky on the New York City subway, wilding out.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell was that about? I don't know if you dug into that, but I was just like, I can't believe that's real.
Yeah, that was weird.
So just for clarification, apparently somebody was doing a prank in New York City on the subway system.
Yeah.
And it was a little person. They were dressed up as Chucky. They're full on suspenders and everything when they had the little rubber mask, but nobody knew what was going on. And mind you, it's COVID season.
Yeah.
Y'all can't be doing shit like that. But it was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. And especially the way the woman was bugging out. She was like, yo, what is wrong with you? Oh my God. Like, yo, for real, if he was in the wrong neighborhood, he'd have got stomped out.
100%.
He got lucky.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get stomped out, him attacking a girl like that.
I know.
I would have stomped his ass out. Oh man, going into horror movies. No, I'm joking. Yeah. So our superhero comic book decades reviews. This week's Superman 3.
Hey man, it wasn't that bad. This movie's not Condor Man.
So I have the picture of Superman drinking whiskey as our podcast picture.
Okay. Again, so we'll get into it. Superman 3, and it's from 1983.
Yeah.
And
I was born.
it is same year. and it is 2 hours and 5 minutes, maybe a half an hour too long. And it debuted in the U.S. June 17th of '83. And it stars Christopher Reeve, Richard Pryor, Jackie Cooper back as Perry White, Mark McClure again as Jimmy Olsen. This is the one that surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I don't remember because obviously I saw it way too long ago. Annette O'Toole as Lana Lang.
Yeah.
And I freaked out when I saw her because she almost looks the same. That's the mom from Smallville.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Dude, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know that. And I had to IMDb it to make sure I wasn't seeing things. Did you know Smallville went for 11 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just 11 seasons.
That show went for a long time. And I guess the last two people, Annie Ross as Vera, which is the main villain's sister, Pamela Stevenson, Lorelai, which was the new, what's the lady from the last two, Miss Strombacher or something like that?
Yeah,
She basically the same type of role, except secretly she was super smart.
Yeah.
And the villain for this movie was Robert Vaughn, I believe.
Yeah.
He looked familiar. Was he from something else? I think he was from another big thing back in the 80s.
18.
What? Which character was he from the 18?
18. He
He wasn't Face.
He wasn't one of the main ones. He was
he was just a
character.
Character in the 18. Okay. Because I know he looked familiar. So.
I'm trying to see what he was in.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. I thought he was like maybe he was on. If maybe he was on Dallas or something like that, because he had that look to him with that suit he had, a suited up look. But no, he was just a recurring character on the 18, and that's probably what I remember him from the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it was looking now, he wasn't just in one episode; he was a bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
So I probably saw him more than once.
Yeah, he was on 18.
It wasn't a bad movie, but this is on the decline of the Superman movies.
Yeah.
Like, we hit the high point with Superman 2.
Yeah.
Because we know where we're going after this one, and it ain't good.
No, it's not. It's not.
But personally, I like this movie for some things, but overall, it's a whatever. It's a mad movie to me.
Yeah.
Mad movie to me. I like the story of Richard Pryor's character. He was actually pretty good in the movie, so I can't really fault him or anything.
Yeah.
Like I get that it was kind of built around him, because this movie was clearly more so than the other two before it. It was an action comedy.
Yeah.
Like it was way much more slapstick stuff going on in this movie. Like from beginning to almost the end, it was just a bunch of like silly, nonsensical things happening in the movie. And that's kind of what held this movie for me, because there was no real supervillain.
Yeah.
Like, the story is that Richard Pryor's character was he was constantly on public assistance, kind of going nowhere fast, and then he gets like a little thing that tells him, oh, you could be a programmer. So he becomes a computer programmer, finds out that he's a genius at it, doesn't really know why. He just is good at it. He's good with numbers, right?
Yeah.
And he ends up not on purpose, but because of the talk he has with a coworker, he ends up embezzling the pennies or the leftover money from everybody's paycheck from his company.
Yeah.
And ends up with a check that's worth like $90,000. And then so this leads into the boss finding out. They think, oh yeah, it's a new age, it's computers. And I find this movie kind of funny because it's 83, and that's what they're talking about. The computer is over. This is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And damn, I didn't remember that. So some of the stuff in this movie is kind of like, wow, this movie was actually kind of forward thinking in some of its plot.
Yeah.
It's just that unfortunately it just drags us in spots some places.
It drags.
Thing.
It drags.
It's that in between the comedic bits, it kind of drags.
Yeah.
You get there's a story beat where Clark goes back to Smallville for his high school reunion because he's gonna do a story on it. and then he's not expecting to see Lana. He sees her, and then the sparks kind of rekindle between the two of them. Except you find out while he was gone, she moved on. She was in a relationship when he left because they talk about it.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about the after. So he comes back. He thinks she's still married to that guy, but apparently he dumped her and moved on. Something really bad. He left her with a kid.
Yeah.
So there's that, and that's the thing. In the 80s, you realize that's a bigger deal than it is now.
Yeah.
Like there's a stigma with things like that. People tend to not look highly on the mother. She talks about how her son has to grow up without a father because he's just gone. Then there's the bad replacement dude that's hanging out there trying to hit on her. The literal jock reliving his glory days at the reunion, which is like you can see it full force, the stereotype.
Yeah.
He's a drunk, kind of a really bad influence on the kids. So she doesn't like him anyway, but he keeps hanging around. And then Clark comes back, and then like, oh man, Clark's really a great guy. At one point she says he's the one that got away, and then he like does her a solid, and he's like, oh yeah, well, for some reason when they hung out, she had said to her son, yeah, Superman's gonna come and show up for your, I forgot what it was, like a presentation or something.
Yeah.
And then so that's like that side story of
Yeah.
Clark with Lana going to take Superman over to do a nice thing for her son.
Yeah.
But all the meanwhile, you have Richard Pryor and his boss scheming because he's just greedy. He wants to take over everything. So his thing is he's going to take over Columbia's coffee trade.
Yeah.
Because he secretly is the mastermind behind taking over a bunch of other industries.
Yeah.
So why one more? And he's going to use Richard Pryor and his computer genius to do it. So that's basically, they're the villains of the movie. Richard Pryor and his evil boss and his sister, the boss's sister, which they constantly dunk on her for not being pretty the entire movie. It's just messed up.
She becomes a robot too.
Yeah, but that was kind of an interesting thing I didn't realize at the time. You could kind of say they end up creating Brainiac.
Yeah.
Like not by name, but by what the computer does.
Yeah.
So, like, this is like maybe 2/3 through the movie where they has to plan because Richard Pryor he keeps saying, I'm tired of working for not what I'm worth or what have you. And the thing he ends up saying I want is a supercomputer to know everyone's weaknesses and counter it. Yeah. Like, what the hell has that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
And if he's not evil, why is that what he wants? Like, that doesn't make sense.
He's Batman mentality.
I know.
It's Batman's mentality.
Okay. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They find kryptonite.
Oh, yeah.
Kryptonite becomes a big thing.
Well, that's the thing. So they have a plan. Superman thwarts the plan, right? Then they go, okay, we have to stop Superman. So how do you stop Superman? And it's funny to me because he's such a pop culture icon to the world in the movie. Yeah. That everybody knows he's weak to kryptonite. Yeah. Because they have a little scene, like one of the iconic scenes from the movie where they're skiing on top of a skyscraper. And he's like, yeah, so she goes, oh yeah, his planet blew up and it's scattered across the space. And then he goes, yeah, everybody knows that Superman's weakness is kryptonite. Yeah. And he goes, I know a little something too. And it's just like, do you really? All right. But again, so they hatched this harebrained scheme to once again use Richard Pryor's genius to make the supercomputers like turn the satellites toward where Krypton was to search for debris. And so with that, they hatch that plot. He goes and does that, but there's an element that's missing. Yeah. And I don't know why he's a genius, but he's also a dumbass. He looks down at his compute. He looks down while he's doing the computing at the pack of cigarettes, and he just sees tar, and he keys that in as the missing element. And what this does is get you the, I don't know if it has a different name in any type of like continuity, but it makes a certain type of kryptonite that doesn't kill Superman. It makes him evil.
Yeah.
But eventually it spawns like another Superman out of him. But then again, that turns out to be a mental battle. But it's physical because he fights him and things break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's weird.
Yeah, that was weird. But it's funny.
That was my favorite part of it.
It's funny too because it kind of made him like, if you think about it, like they said he did Brainiac, he kind of did Bizarro as well.
Yes, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so like he kind of did Bizarro, but without the stupidity and like the fully opposite. But he was Superman. It's just a bad Superman. He had like a 5 o'clock shadow. He drank beers. He was so angry. He was like, you know what I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna straighten the entire pizza. Just don't fuck with you. Fuck up the whole man's business. There was one man he fucked with.
But I love. Okay, but here's the thing. Even in some of the parts that dragged, when you got those little plot beats happening, they made me laugh.
Yeah, those made me laugh, especially like Evil Superman. He kind of made me laugh.
Yeah, because they had the character beats, and then the little throwaway character, like the little guy sweeping next to the guy who was the artist.
Yeah,
he's like, oh yes, yeah, blah, blah. He has his little Italian accent. He's going off, and he has a shirt that says pizza on it because he's the #1. The artist that makes the little sculptures, and that's his thing, right? And Superman comes and straightens it out, and he just gets pissed and throws it on the floor. He's oh, and he does a little Italian gesture, I guess, saying "F you" to Superman.
It's fucked
here's the
up
thing, Mark.
because
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
When Superman straightened it, he did the little "F you" gesture.
Yeah.
As he flew away.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never noticed that.
Yo, you only fucked with his business, man.
That one guy,
and then you fucked with it again, even when you were good.
Yeah, when he turned back, he went back. Yeah. See, that's why I can't hate this movie. I can't be mad at it because even though it had dry moments, this movie as a whole, it was nowhere near as bad as Condor Man. You know what I mean? Like,
that's gonna be like
it was just too long.
That's gonna be the Alone in the Dark of this spot, or Mortal Kombat 2 of this list.
Yeah, it really is, man. It really is. So far.
Yeah.
But we still gotta watch Supergirl.
Oh, that's gonna be bad too.
Isn't that the next movie, or is that after Toxic?
That's next.
Yeah, it's the next.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, like this is little shit that he did as a bad guy just made me laugh. He killed the hooker, and no one said anything.
Nobody said anything.
No one said anything, but he killed the hooker. But yeah, the Bizarro scene, like it's supposed to be mentality, but it was actually breaking shit and actually really happening and stuff like that. I forgot that happened. I thought it was like they made a cyborg of him and shit like that, seeing that he was able to make shit with the computer. I thought they made a Superman, but that was in my mind when I first saw it, but it was wrong. But yeah, the little things like that made me laugh. Other than that, like again, I'll say it dragged a lot. When it wasn't funny, it kind of just was just me staring at it, and then even like. Because even there was some lines with Superman as like telling a joke, and it was so dry, like desert dry.
He was definitely not the funny part of the movie.
Like
it was mostly Richard Pryor.
What he said, with the computer when he was flying with Richard Pryor in the end, and he was talking about the computer. Oh, I threw acid in it, and things like that. And like that. Oh, maybe it had acid indigestion or something like that. And I was like,
yeah, no. Christopher Reeve was not the comedic highlight of the movie. But I won't give all the credit to Richard Pryor though.
No,
I will give credit to all the like supporting characters.
No, it was a decent movie. Like it come to a point, like with the characters and stuff like that. They give you a good plot. It's just like too long to execute. Like you could take 20 minutes off of this and probably still have the same plot.
Yes, like. For instance, the sub characters that I like was a lady with the little ball machine. Yeah. The ball pit, and she kept getting Perry. She says 3 more numbers, Mr. White, and he just refused to stop his conversation. So he would be talking about
Yeah.
Like Lois going on vacation and Clark leaving to go to Smallville, and this lady is standing there. Could you please draw these numbers so you can get this thing over with?
Yeah.
And then when he's done, he's like, "Why can't we get a computer to do this?" And then and that's one thing that this movie does that I like. It has lots of callbacks to stuff. So at the end of the movie, she does get a machine to do it, and it just blows up, and you hear Lois scream because the top flies off. Oh my god! And I love how at the end she comes back with her face with a fake suntan.
Yeah.
She went to Bermuda, I believe, for her vacation.
Yeah.
Also, it was hilarious when she announced it at the beginning because she pulled her bikini top out of her bag and was just swinging it in the office. I'm like, all right, Lois is crazy. Lois is crazy. And then the part where Jimmy is ridiculously Mr. Action Reporter number 5 for Channel 5.
Yeah.
He's on the ladder during the fucking explosions. And he's like, why are you not dead? You should have been dead. You're so lucky Superman was there. And then he just walks away from that explosion with a broken leg. And I'm like, you're so stupid. But also, that whole scene sets up the ending because the acid from that plant, which he stopped, which basically looked like the Blob. If you noticed it at the end, it looked like the Blob.
Yeah.
Like it turns all chunky and then it splatters and stuff and turns chunky and it turns red. And I was like, so did the Blob just say Superman? Interesting. But like that movie, more than most of the other, more than the other two, it kind of relied on the callbacks to like make you go, oh yeah, that's right, that thing. Okay. And it still couldn't save the movie though. It was still, like you said, 20 minutes too long. Kind of dry in spots. But again, I'll give it credit where credit is due. Like that movie more than the other ones, it just had me laughing. Yeah. Just that house. The first 5 minutes of that movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
That whole like accident scene with that one slim white dude that just kept having bad things happen to him.
Yeah.
He bumped into the dude. He knocked all his little mechanical penguins on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that? Then one caught on fire, and then it crosses the street, and then Clark catches it, blows it out. But meanwhile, there's a man with a seeing eye dog that it chases a little dog that knocks over a woman with her groceries.
Yeah.
And then the guy who's painting the lines in the street. Like, there's so much stuff going on in that beginning scene. Like, to be honest, for me, that was the best scene in the movie.
The domino effect of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
But what are you gonna give it?
I give it a 2.5. Not as bad as Condor Man. Too long.
Yeah. I'll tie it with Legends of the Lone Ranger, which is 2.5.
Yeah.
And it will go over Legends of the Lone Ranger for me.
Yeah, for me too.
So mine's right now is Superman 2, Flash Gordon, Superman 1, Superman 3, Legends of the Lone Ranger, and Condor Man. Yours is Superman 2, Superman the movie, Flash Gordon, Superman 3, Legends of the Lone Ranger, and Condor Man.
Stay down there. Stay there. Stay.
We might have a movie that's going to take that spot.
Oh, damn.
And that's the next movie that we're going to be watching for next week. Supergirl.
Damn.
Yeah, Supergirl. I you know what? I watched it maybe a couple years ago, and it's bad.
Really?
It's pretty bad. Yeah. So yeah, Supergirl's the next movie of this 2-decade of superhero comic book movies. Shout outs to my homie Emily. Me and her were kind of just talking about, because she's going through the DC movies itself. So she just finished like Batman Returns, and I told her the movies that we're going through. So I gave her a list of our list, and she's like, "Ooh, I might actually watch a lot of those." So shout outs to her.
Okay.
We were having a conversation with it, and I told her you gotta add Steel.
Damn. All right.
Because I was like, you had to watch Steel, because Steel is a DC movie.
I know.
And she's like, really? Like, yeah, it came out right before Batman and Robin.
Ooh.
Yeah, we gotta watch it.
I don't hate Steel, but Steel's not good.
Steel's not good.
Steel's not good.
It's better than Condor, man.
Yeah, it's got some things in it, and because it's kind of built on a heartwarming premise of, listen, there's not that many black superheroes.
Yeah.
Let's just make a black superhero movie. And
Yeah.
Shaq was like, you know what? I'm a huge Superman fan. I'm gonna be in it. That does a little something, but he ain't good in it.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't help at all, does it? So that's the only little 2 cents I give that movie. Is like, it was trying to do something,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
So
It's not good.
our next podcast next week, we will be going down the rabbit hole of Supergirl, the movie. So right now, the next couple for February, so it's 4 weeks in February, we have Supergirl, Toxic Avenger, Sheena, the Queen of the Jungle, and Weird Science. We'll go close out February.
Okay.
I think Weird Science is gonna be it's gonna take a high spot.
I hope so. I haven't seen it.
I love Weird Science.
Well, at least I haven't seen it in full, and it wasn't like on Channel 11 or something in the background.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
so you gotta see the uncensored one.
Yeah, I have to see the full movie.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. And we have a WordPress. And don't forget the Facebook group, RedCycloneInc as well. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on the social medias of Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Twitch TV, all MercwiththeMic. Follow our other podcasts, Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, Gamer Age podcast, and the Shell Shock podcast, along with the Gets Better I Swear past episodes, and also the Wrestling Babble podcast as well. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's following them sandwiches.
He was part of the Royal Rumble.
Whoa, he didn't make it out to the ring because he didn't let them sandwiches go. They said no food in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Kane would have cooked it for him.
Oh. Yeah, I could imagine him sitting on the side of the stage waiting for Kane to come out.
A stick.
What you waiting for?
A sandwich on a stick.
Yes. Yeah. Basically.
This running gag is great. It's always one of my favorite things to think about. Is GT's sandwich. He loves it too. Every time he listens to it, he loves it because he gets a good crack out of it. All right. Peace out. Later.